this afternoon. Thank you for the organizers. Thank you to the students and faculty and staff that are here. I had the great honor a few moments ago of standing for your national anthem. It means an enormous amount to those citizens of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and it means a lot to me as your university president. In my life, I was born in the United States of America. I took an oath of office to support the Constitution of the United States of America as a Marine officer. I pledge my allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, same as you pledge your allegiance to your flag. It's in that spirit that I welcome you this afternoon. I've read that King Abdullah always speaks about the twins, religion and nation. And that in the spirit of religion and in the spirit of nation, there should be more unity than divisiveness. There should be more peace than problems. And if I understand correctly, the language on your flag says there is no God but God, and Muhammad is his prophet. And I welcome you in that spirit today. I've also read that there are various loyalties in your great nation. Family, the tribe, religion, and of course soccer. Which I am inept to play, and you can all outrun me because I'm no longer in shape. But loyalty is important, and opportunity is important. On a personal basis, I'll just share with you a couple of things. It was about September 8th, 2011, I picked up the phone and called an Arab friend of mine and said, I don't know whether this is permissible, and I don't know whether it's possible, if it's permissible. But if permissible, and if possible, I would like to join you in prayer at the mosque on the 10th anniversary. It became permissible and possible, and it was one of the most humbling experiences I have had. We gather today at a university, and the heart and spirit of the word university is unity. Unity. Unity within a university. And the heart of the spirit of the word college is collectiveness, collegial. And these institutions exist to develop your intellects, your minds, your hearts, your wills, and to have greater understanding with, for, and among personkind, Middle East, Far East, West, whatever direction you want to consider. So it really is my pleasure to welcome you today. It was September 23rd, 1932, that King Saud founded the modern kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You think about that in terms of calendar, and you think about how many years, but the brevity of years as well, and how far your nation has come because of your beliefs, intellectually, culturally, jurisprudence, religion, economically, and you should be justifiably proud of that. We, as American citizens, and myself as your president, couldn't be more proud to have you on this campus. You have proven yourselves time and time and time again to be wonderful people, excellent students, and individuals who care deeply, deeply about your own nation and are learning more every day about the American people, how we think, how we pray, how we respect men and women of all cultures and backgrounds. And that, to me, is probably the most important lesson you're going to get while you're on this campus. I often say in other settings, there are two kinds of curriculums on the university campus. There is the academic formal curriculum, which is the lifeblood of the institution, where you take classes, you amass credits, and you get grades. There is also the formative curriculum, and that is an equally vital and compelling part of every one of your total educational immersions. And that formative curriculum, the out-of-class experience, is what we're experiencing today. And that is a vital and compelling part of your development as students, as future world leaders, and I mean world leaders, because where your head is where your heart and mind is going to be. Where you set your target, where you reach, is where you're going to end up. Reach high, be clear and convincing in what you want to do with your life, and make a commitment, as you've already done, and continue it today forward, to make the world a very good place for all people. For all people. I see some of you have the diversity pin already. I'm going to tell you a story. If I can get someone to help me and someone's to help me. For those of you who do not have the pins, I want you to have them today. My wife will help you. Mom. Someone else help. Give them out. It was probably 25, 30 years ago. It's the city of Boston, Massachusetts. And for reasons that a federal judge held near and dear, he integrated the school system, sending African American youngsters from one part of Boston into another part of Boston, and Caucasian kids in the other direction. It was a federal desegregation order. And the federal judge was Judge Garrity. I was working in Boston in those days. That was not an easy thing to do. And then a sporting event happened, ladies and gentlemen, where a predominantly African American team played a predominantly white team, one side of Boston to the other. And the kids on the African American team won the game. And a year later, when I was still coaching, I had one of those beautiful kids on my team. The following year, the African American kids went over to the white side of the city and they played. And 3 people got drunk on a roof and they had rifles. And they shot 2 of these kids because they were crazy. And one of the kids that got shot was wearing number 44. That boy's name was Kennedy Lightfoot. Kenny Lightfoot. He came to my office that afternoon, sobbing, and I couldn't understand what he was saying at first. And then I realized what he was saying. He said to me, Dr. Golden, the bullets were meant for me. They thought they were shooting me. When in fact, they shot another boy who became a quadriplegic, who died a couple of years ago. But that boy went on and got his associate's degree, his undergraduate degree, his master's degree. And I was with his mother in Boston City Hospital the night of that tragedy. And these pins that you have on now are the symbol of racial equity, justice, and harmony that came out of that tragedy. And the people who lived through that trial and that tribulation will never forget it, and I'm one of them. And that symbol has gone worldwide now. Every place I've ever been, I've shared that story and that symbol. I share it with you today with the deepest of conviction. And as I conclude my comments, just get the message on the pin. The red represents, sir, the red represents the blood kinship among all people. So if we slit our wrists and one like that, guess what color his blood's going to be? Guess what color mine's going to be? Get the picture? We're in this room and we are all breathing the same air. I'm breathing her air, she's breathing my air. He's breathing his air, I'm breathing his air. That's what the symbol represents. The blood kinship among personkind. The branch is the olive branch of peace, and the leaves represent the different races and cultures on the face of the earth. Simply stated, the opportunity is ours and the challenge is ours in the 21st century. We either understand that message of the olive branch of peace and live accordingly, we take it and snap it and destroy the branch, the cultures, and the blood kinship. I'm for unity, you are for unity. We split, it's red, but we're together. Thank you for being here and welcome.